Sure. Here's a detailed, 1,600-word article about Greece, Indian defense collaboration, and fighter jets crafted in a narrative, engaging format without a heading as you requested. In the ever-evolving theater of geopolitics and global defense alliances, two nations with rich history as Greece and India are increasingly finding common ground. Though separated by continents and cultures, both countries share strategic interests, historical connections, and a mutual desire for self-reliance in defense technology. The convergence of these interests is becoming particularly apparent in the realm of fighter jet development, military technology cooperation, and tactical partnerships. India has long been on a path to strengthen its defense capabilities, driven by regional security concerns and the desire to maintain a balance of power in South Asia. The Indian Air Force, the fourth largest in the world, has prioritized modernization, especially of its fighter fleet. The country has heavily invested in a mix of imported and indigenous fighter aircraft, ranging from the French Rafale and Russian Su-30 kit to its own Tejas light combat aircraft, LCA. Simultaneously, Greece, a NATO member, has pursued strategic upgrades in its air capabilities amidst tensions in the eastern Mediterranean and the Aegean Sea, primarily with Turkey. This has led Athens to seek robust allies, not just within NATO, but beyond it toward nations like India, which share democratic values, regional assertiveness, and a commitment to technological growth. The interest between India and Greece in collaborating on defense, especially in the aviation sector, has roots in several converging factors. For India, the diversification of defense partnerships reduces over-reliance on traditional suppliers. For Greece, India represents a vast market and a technologically rising partner capable of mutually beneficial exchanges. Fighter jets, the crown jewel of any air force, offer a compelling case study in this emerging alignment. India's indigenous fighter jet programs are particularly noteworthy. The Tejas LCA, developed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, represents India's determination to establish a strong aerospace sector. After years of delays, the aircraft has matured into a capable platform. Lightweight, nimble, and featuring modern avionics and weapons systems, the Tejas has gained recognition as a multi-role fighter for both offensive and defensive missions. India is now looking toward more advanced versions such as the Tejas Mk2 and the ambitious fifth-generation Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft, AMCA. Greece, while lacking a domestic fighter jet manufacturing base comparable to India's, has focused on acquiring top-tier technology and maintaining interoperability with NATO standards. In recent years, Greece has bolstered its fleet with French Rafales and upgraded its existing F-16s to the advanced Viper standard. These moves are in direct response to increasing regional tensions, where air superiority is crucial for deterrence. However, Athens also recognizes that beyond purchases, developing long-term industrial collaborations in aerospace can offer technological and economic dividends. One of the unique aspects of a potential India-Greece collaboration in fighter jets lies in their complementary strengths. India brings experience in platform development, software integration, composite materials, and a robust scientific and technical workforce. Greece contributes strategic geography, access to European markets, NATO standard operational frameworks, and a growing interest in local defense production. With the European Union encouraging defense industrial cooperation among member states and partners, there is scope for India and Greece to explore co-development and co-production models. Discussions around fighter jets are not just about the aircraft themselves. They encompass a wide range of subsystems: radars, engines, avionics, electronic warfare suites, and armaments. In all these areas, both countries can collaborate. For instance, Greece's companies have developed radar components and naval electronics compatible with Western systems. These could potentially be integrated into Indian platforms. Similarly, India's expertise in designing mission computers, flight control systems, and air-launched weaponry could benefit Greek modernization efforts. The concept of joint exercises and operational cooperation further cements the foundation for a deeper defense relationship. In recent years, Indian and Greek naval forces have conducted joint drills, such as in the Eastern Mediterranean, demonstrating growing strategic comfort. Extending this cooperation to the air domain, with joint air exercises involving fighter jets, would not only enhance interoperability but also offer invaluable tactical lessons in diverse terrains and threat environments. Indian pilots could train in European airspace, while Greek pilots could experience high-altitude scenarios in the Indian subcontinent. Another important angle is the geopolitical signaling that such cooperation entails. Greece and India both face assertive neighbors with whom relations remain tense. For Greece, Turkey's military modernization and expansive maritime claims pose a persistent challenge. For India, the dual threat from China and Pakistan demands vigilance and deterrence. By building bilateral defense ties, both countries signal a commitment to a multipolar world where nations forge independent relationships based on shared interests rather than alignments dictated by superpowers. Moreover, the concept of strategic autonomy is central to both countries' defense policies. India's Atmanirbhar for Bharat, Self-Reliant India initiative encourages local manufacturing and technology development. Greece, under pressure from EU budget constraints, also seeks cost-effective solutions and local involvement in defense procurement. A collaboration on fighter jets, or at least their components, would align with both nations' desire for reduced dependency and increased self-sufficiency. There are already examples of Indian defense technology attracting attention abroad. House Tejas has been offered for export to several countries. While Greece may not purchase the Tejas in its current form due to its NATO-centric inventory, it could participate in future iterations, especially if they offer next-generation capabilities like stealth, supersonic cruise, or European weapons integration. A co-development agreement for Ramco or a potential naval fighter for Greece's future aircraft carrier ambitions could also emerge over the longer term. Diplomatically, the relationships between India and Greece has strengthened, particularly through high-level visits, shared positions on international forums, and mutual support on global issues. Cultural ties, rooted in ancient interactions between Greek and Indian civilizations, provide a unique soft power backdrop to this emerging defense connection. The renewed focus on maritime cooperation also suggests that both countries understand the strategic importance of the Indo-Pacific and the Mediterranean as interconnected theaters of power. Challenges remain, of course. Defense cooperation, especially in fighter jet technology, is a complex endeavor involving sensitive data, long development timelines, and significant financial investment. Aligning strategic goals, export control regimes, and industrial standards takes time. But the potential rewards are considerable. Not only can such cooperation reduce costs through shared development, but it also opens up new markets, increases resilience against sanctions or embargoes, and builds a foundation for future high-tech collaborations in areas like drones, satellites, and AI-driven warfare systems. The global defense environment is shifting toward multipolar partnerships and technological cooperation across traditional boundaries. India and Greece, by engaging in a focused dialogue on fighter jets and aviation technology, have the opportunity to pioneer a model of East-West collaboration rooted in pragmatism and shared sovereignty. Both nations are at critical juncture as India poised to become a top-3 global economy and Greece seeking a renewed role in European and Mediterranean security. A defense relationship built on mutual respect, technological synergy, and operational trust could help both countries secure their interests and project a vision of strategic partnership beyond mere transactions. As the world watches a new chapter unfold in Indo-Hellenic ties, the sky may literally be the limit. Whether through joint design centers, shared testing facilities, or co-branded defense products, fighter jets could become the symbol of a new era where ancient civilizations take flight together, aiming for innovation, independence, and influence in the 21st century. Let me know if you want a version with headings, SEO optimization, or made for a YouTube script format.